Ball from the Twin Cities, Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, Minnesota Twins. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Michael Pineda is to know here, Danny.
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
First offering. Ryan Keene is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you have to be hoping that Chris Bryant can get it going soon. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him. Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Pineda's ready. Here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready now is Cedric Mullins. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A ball and 2 strikes.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. This one's flared toward left center. Gordon over to his right, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Taijuan Walker will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
So here is Byron Buxton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Twins, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Now the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, have got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
Nick Gordon stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty, one man out. Again, another foul ball. Walker has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Next, here is Luis Arias. He enters play sixth in the American League in the batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey.
Two out, nobody on. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We are still scoreless. Stepping in, Narvaez head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's 1 for 4. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 28 on the season. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Anthony Santander the next to bat, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point. Weak roller right side. Reined in on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Next to hit, Danny Henderson, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
Pineda into his motion. 0-1 pitch on its way. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. 2 away now. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
Fouled off. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Full count now. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. And now the first pitch.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Bryant leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and a strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up over to first, and that retires the side. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and it's now 1-0 Baltimore. Now to the plate, Mitch Garver. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
The catcher, Mitch Garver.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. One and two to the Twins catcher.
That's a stone cold take right there. Easily could have been rung up instead.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Here he comes again, 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
That brings up Alex Kirilloff as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 15 long balls and an even 40 RBIs. Fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
1 out, nobody on. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Line drive base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers the knock. That was fun to watch.
So now to the plate, Chas McCormick. A swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Gallo camps number 2.
Batting 7, the first baseman.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo at base 9. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. And it's fouled away. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now at the plate is Donovan Solano, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. First pitch of the AB now. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Now a fastball that's taken. Close that time, but it's 1-1. 2-1. Line drive to left, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one. And with one away, we show you a look at where these guys sit in the current division race, and basically they're left with no hope. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ryan Keane. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And that misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
That evens it up 1-1. Keane is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And that brings up Javi Baez. At a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Playing 11.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Gordon's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they're on top 1-0.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the third inning, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they ranked towards the bottom of the league in both on-base percentage and runs scored. As one player put it, it's been a frustrating year because we feel we have a lot more ability than we're putting out right now. Another hitter told me they're working every day on having more disciplined at-bats, hoping that leads to better counts to hit in. We'll wait and see if the adjustments lead to results as the season progresses, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And now, Josh Donaldson. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering. Popped him up. Narvaez has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In at the plate, Royce Lewis. First pitch on its way. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 0-2 delivery.
No. We're playing 12. 1-2. Ball 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Into the windup and the pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone all the way into the upper deck. And good for him. Royce Lewis just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. And he fouls this one off. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Bases are empty, one man out. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man.
2-1.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Stepping in now, Nick Gordon. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate, using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Buxton, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
No, outside.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Walker removed to first. Back in standing. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Twins do come back to level things out thanks to this solo home run. We're through 3 here in Minneapolis, all even at 1 apiece. New inning set to get underway, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Cedric Mullins. And now the first pitch. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Narvaez.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Narvaez, and we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Stepping in once again is Anthony Santander, grounded out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Now the pitch. Back up the middle. Gordon gathers it in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Mitch Garver. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. Ball.
Grounder down the line at third. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
To the plate now, Alex Kirilloff. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0.
No.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Garver aboard here at first with nobody out. 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now back, the left fielder.
Next up, Chas McCormick. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
No balls and 1 strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Fouled away. Now another 0-2. Struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Williams Astudillo, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Pulled hard down the line in left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. The relay. Throw won't get him.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Josh Donaldson digging in now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count, he's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
Ready with the 1-2. Splitter. 2-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Danny Henderson.
First delivery to him. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The windup and the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a called strike. Nothing in 2.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So next to bat will be Chris Bryant. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Pineda gets the sign. Here's the delivery. And they start him out away with a called strike. fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Bottom of the inning now, and up next, Royce Lewis.
For the Twins, the designated hitter,
On its way is pitch number 75. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it, and there's one away.
the center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Nick Gordon. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
first pitch.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Gordon, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Yep.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Now at the plate, Donovan Solano. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, he had just retired 10 straight until that base hit right there. That's into almost 4th inning of him not ever seeing the stretch. We'll see how he does with a runner on now.
Into the box now, Ryan Keene, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 delivery.
Ball. 1-1.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And that's out number 1.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
In now, Cedric Mullins, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Drilled right back up the middle. Gordon's got it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Twins 1. And now here is Mitch Garver. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit towards center. Mullins is right there, 1 down.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Stepping in now, Alex Kirilloff. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Selection number 23. Nick Corbett.
Stepping in next, Chas McCormick. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Now here's the first offering. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Chopped to third. And a wide throw, but a great job there to keep his foot on the bag, and that fine play will end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Orioles lead it 2-1. Striding in is Anthony Santander. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now here's the first offering. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider. Just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. Gordon backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Danny Henderson.
Digging in next, Danny Henderson struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, get the W here.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The batter, number 7.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Albert Abreu will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Donovan Solano will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. He's set. The 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here's the 1-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
The 1-2 pitch.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Two and 2. Here it is. Swinging a soft liner, and this ball's going to fall in out there. A base hit. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Standing in now, Ryan Keene. Swung on but fouled off to the left. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball. You're playing 11. 1-1.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. Garen O'Day will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 56. Garen O'Day.
Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Williams Astudillo.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
O'Day, a 6'4" right-hander. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
The 1-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Keene is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The designated hitter, number 4. Lewis.
So now into the box is Royce Lewis. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch on its way as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
The 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. In there, 1-1.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
The 2-1. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Orioles move in front now 4-1.
It's a 3-run lead now, and that doesn't exactly slam the door shut on this thing, but it certainly closes it a little bit. The importance of each run is magnified the later you get in the game, and that bomb here in the 8th is big.
Into the box, Cedric Mullins. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-0 to him now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, catcher.
Narvaez will stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare.
I'm about to chase money in case, clean up base.
First offering as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
1-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been in